Hey guys, welcome back to Infinite Disc Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Prodigy X1. It's an overstable distance driver. It is the most overstable distance driver in the Prodigy line, supposedly. I don't know if I completely agree with that after throwing it. Comparing that and the D1, I feel like the D1 was actually a lot more overstable than what the X1 was to me. The X1 feels amazing in that new 750 plastic. Well, now that you guys have heard some stats and some breakdown of our thoughts on the disc, why don't we show you guys what it looks like flying through the air. X1.
The Prodigy X1 is a speed 13 driver, has a glide of 3, turn of 0, and a fade of 5. The diameter of this disc is 21.2 centimeters, has a height of 1.5 centimeters, a rim depth of 1.2 centimeters, and a rim width of 2.3 centimeters. Starting things off, we have Andre here again. Does really well. Again, hyzer lines it right out there. I'd say on average, he probably throws 400, 450 feet is what I want to guess. Dan throwing here with a slight anhyzer. Fades right back, no problem. Nice and level release on this one. Dan parks it right behind the basket there. Not really a long hole, but still pretty impressive, especially with that overstable of a disc. It's probably only 5-6 feet behind the basket there. This one I wanted to keep because I thought it was pretty funny how much of a angle it was coming in at, and it still got a pretty big skip out of it. Nice flat release there, so you really got to see how the flight of it was right there and how big of a skip you get. This one here, we thought Dan crushed it and then kind of duped us both and went not even past the tree there. This one, another pretty good release. A bit higher, you can really see how it comes crashing down to the left with all that fade. Anhyzer on this one. Kind of holds it for a while before fading hard back to the left, so not too bad, honestly. Then this shot here, flick, same thing.
Why don't you tell them what you think? Tyler has a lot more experience throwing the X1 than I do, since he kind of claimed it from the get-go.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can see it in the video, I mean, it's got this, I don't know, it looks sick. It's green, it's got a little bit of blue around the edges. Like I said, I don't know if you can even see it in the video. You can see it in the pictures for sure. I'll throw one up so you guys can really see it because it's sick.
It is. It's a beautiful disc.
I honestly haven't seen any others like it, so I kind of feel kind of special.
You are special. Shut
up. But yeah, I completely agree with Dan. The 750 plastic feels awesome. I mean, it's a lot more stiff than the 400 plastic that they have the D1 and stuff out in. In comparison, like comparing the X1 to the D1, I didn't see a huge difference. But then again, I'm not some guy out there cranking it 500, 600 feet out there like some of these pros are. Yeah. So they could probably see a difference in it. However, with me throwing about 300, 350, I do not.
Yeah.
It honestly, it throws the exact same as the D1 for me. It's very overstable. I got about the same flight. I mean, I'll go ahead and in the video there, I put the D1 and the X1 back to back. I threw them both to kind of get a feel and a comparison between the two, so you could really see it. But I don't feel like the D1 is a fade of 3. I feel like it's kind of closer to a fade of 4 or something like that. And so, I mean, if that was the case, this being a 5, I could believe that. It seems like it is a little bit more overstable than the D1, but not like the D1. I think is more overstable than what a lot of places rate it.
Yeah, it's not as extreme as what like the flight charts that you'll see would lead you to believe. And I mean, especially with us, as we're doing these reviews from, you know, an average disc golfer standpoint. Like Tyler said, we're not you know, cranking these discs out to the way some of these, you know, pros are. That's just not where we're at this point. And it's still, that being said, is it doesn't seem to be as overstable as what you might think it would be. So don't let that deceive you if that's the only thing deterring you from picking up this disc.
Yeah.
It feels great being the first disc in the 750 plastic. Like I said, feels amazing. Rim wise, it's pretty close.
It's the same as if you've thrown any Prodigy driver, distance driver. It's the same width as any of the others. So it doesn't really feel any different in the hand. It's just a hair flatter than the D1. It's just a little bit flatter. So I mean, honestly, if you've thrown the D1, you've pretty much thrown the X1. Other than the different plastic. Like I said, the plastic feels amazing.
I don't know if the plastic is what affects how much fade it has at the end. I mean, I'll be interested to see comparing a 750 D1 when it comes out to the X1 and see if maybe there's a little bit more difference there. Yeah. But it's, you know, I don't see as the difference that
it definitely has a thicker flight plate too than the D1.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I don't know, like I said, like Dan's saying, we don't know if that's the plastic itself that makes it feel thicker or if it just actually is, but it's all around. I don't know. But we both came out throwing this disc expecting it to just, the second it came out of our hand, to start meat hooking to the left.
Yeah. And it didn't.
It didn't
I was
at all.
Very surprised.
Yeah, it did. Like I said, actually, I feel like I threw this better than at first than I did the D1 because I was throwing the D1 with a pretty good anhyzer as hard as I could, and the D1 would flip right back.
Yeah.
The X1 kind of, I mean, you'll see it in some of the videos that it'll kind of hold that line for a little bit, and before it comes crashing back down to the left. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
What do you think in that compared to something like the Nuke OS?
The Nuke OS, I feel, I don't know. Until you get one broken in, like when I first got my Nuke OS, it was, I hated it.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting from the X1, and it wasn't like that, which it could be attributed to the plastic, like we've said. So
yeah, so I'm interested to see more discs come out in the 750 plastic. I love the feel of it. Like I said, the disc just looks sweet. I don't know if it'll personally go in my bag or not, just because I feel like the D1 already kind of fills this slot for me. This one just looks sweet, so I mean that'd be the only reason why I consider carrying it. But I already have friends of mine begging for this disc, so I'm kind of torn. Yeah. Like it a lot, but like I said, it's not as, it wasn't really any different from the D1 for overhand shots, for doing forehand. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't a new real area.
It feel like Prodigy. A new disc, really. It feels amazing.
It just feels like the D1 in the 750 plastic.
Yeah, which maybe that's what it is. Who knows?
Just a hair shorter, but you can't even tell.
Also, if you have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see on our channel, head on over and send us an email at
reviews@infinitediscs.com.
There we go. Okay.
The X1!